So yes, let me just start off by saying my teammates absolutely threw this game. There's no arguing that. Stat line, perfect. No, mine was absolutely not perfect. But if you look at theirs, we have an 11 and 8, 10 and 9, 1 and 9, and 4 and 6. Then you look at the other team, and there is a tremendous team gap. But I say all that to say, I still think I can get value from this game, and I want to prove that to you. All right, so we're going to get first fight territory situation going on here. I started out on Orisa. Was feeling some Orisa for this game, and I don't know, couldn't tell you why. Now, I feel like I'm doing a good job with an off angle here, so let's pause for a second and talk about one of the things I've been learning to address more often, my team composition versus their team composition. We have a very heavy dive, I would say, on their team. Junkrat, Illari, maybe not as dive, but definitely can be played dive. A little bit more dive, I would say. And so they're much more dive composition. We are much more poke, meaning we need to try and poke them out. And when they go for a dive, we need to be prepared for it. I don't know that I thought that one time during this whole game. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I lost that fundamental. I'll also be transparent with you in saying I was in a bit of a tilt streak. This was the last game before I played. I played 2 in a row before this that I lost. I tilted into oblivion. Didn't realize it. Third game, I finished up. I'm like, man, okay, I cleared my head and came back. So we got back, and I guess I misphrased that. You understood what I was trying to say. 2 games, lost, tilted, realized it, jumped off, and then we're back. This is the game I came back on. Much, much better than my other 2 by far. But right now, I am in a closed room. Now realizing there's a Junkrat and I haven't left. I do have a couple of cooldowns I can utilize to get out, which is good. Looking at the right target, that's good. Okay, but now, my teammate is very overextended. They had a sleep dart here. I know that this guy is very low. I was hoping to be able to get him. I didn't want to charge up his block, and I knew I didn't have any damage from my teammates here. So far, I feel like I'm not doing anything egregious, nothing that is completely out of line. I would say that the reality of playing against a Junkrat in a closed room was very foolish, and here I am doing it again. But I don't know that that's the reason I'm not taking any space. Right here, I realize it. I realize that the trap is right there, but I'm not worried about it. Bad spear. Okay, I am now low. My team gets here, I get healed up. I was about to pause and look where they were, but they're here now. So we just got one of our teammates picked off. We are now down our Genji. Okay, once again, looking at a team here. He should be able to die. I think we get him. Good spear on my part. Except now. So what happens? Let's back up a little bit. Okay. That seems like that was a lot longer than my 8 seconds. I definitely set that. But okay. We'll go forward a little bit here to make up for it. So we're gonna get this overlay hidden. So right here, I stay tunnel visioned on the Doom. Let's go free cam and see what happens. So the tunnel visioning on the Doom Fist. Meanwhile, we're down our Genji, so we start with the fight down 1. Genji gets a good dash. I have no idea he's even back here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Where awareness was completely lacking. Great. We get the Doom. Okay. Well, now this Genji has just dove into my back line and absolutely demolished both my Ana and my soldier. Is that entirely my fault? No, that's definitely not entirely my fault. However, I would say that I should have been more aware. And here, if I had known the Genji had taken them both out, and I wasn't like, oh yeah, we got the Doom Fist, right? Now, focusing the Doom was not necessarily a bad thing there. He was antied, he was low. It was not necessarily the worst idea to focus him down. However, I am now way overextended because I tunnel visioned on the Doom Fist. And consequently, no way I live, yeah. Okay, I die. Now, we got 1 pick. They got our entire team. And now our Genji has swapped over to Junkrat. Interestingly, I'm pretty sure that they started on Junkrat too, but okay. So we're going to wait till I spawn back in here. Should be any second now. Yeah, we'll skip ahead. I go ahead and swap to Zarya. Honestly, I needed a comfort pick. I don't know that this was like the best decision necessarily. I'm watching for the Junkrat tire. Okay, get a little charge off that using a good bubble. Now, I need to be going in here. This needs to be my opportunity to go in. I realized I was going to get spammed out, so I backed up a bit. I have no bubbles. Now we have, I think they're getting me in our back line. Both support ults. Yeah, I know. I mean, they're literally just taking space for free here. I'm trying to look at what I could have been doing better. Let's back this fight up a little bit. I feel like we just need the free cam perspective on this fight. So we have their Doomfist in our back line. One thing I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just now realizing, don't play this map a lot, to be honest with you. Haven't had a lot of experience. I did not know this was over here. Call me a noob all you want. That's fair. I had no idea this was over here. I honestly thought that when you go through here, you can go this way. Can honestly say I haven't played this map enough to realize this was even over here. So that's interesting in and of itself. But, so the Doom's back here, doing a great job off angling. His whole team is over here. We now go in. We get the Junkrat. It's a good pick. But now I don't have anything to block this ultimate. Two of us get hit by that. They're using both support ults. I drop down. Honestly, so far, I don't think this is completely on me. We are down both supports, though. And so I end up dying right here, I think. Nope, I don't, because our Ana comes out and clutches up some heals there. Okay, good. Now I need to go in. So we're going to come back in on my POV here. The Alari focus here is excellent. Okay, she dies. Okay, good. Good. This is really reasonable, I think. Okay, so we've got a Genji there that is now dead. So now we're up. I'm like, okay, this is great. We need to go in on the Moira. Yep, notice I'm not really even looking at the Doomfist. Now, realistically, I could have been shooting him a little bit there. Maybe probably should have been. I think, honestly, what's happening at this point, one of the things I am noticing is that I'm so much to the extreme of not looking, like focusing on the tank, that I'm not even looking at the tank, which is a problem. That is something I need to work on, where I could look at the tank and at least do some damage, because there, Moira wasn't even in my POV. So keep walking on the Moira, do damage on the Doomfist. Like, it can be both. That's something that I remember when I was playing Baptiste, and I used to be a support main when I started this whole journey. And when I was playing Baptiste, the shoot, heal thing was a very, very big deal. And once I got that clicked in, I had so much more uptime as Baptiste and so much more value for my team. And I think in a similar way, this focusing the tank and not focusing the tank, etc., could be a similar thing where it's like, okay, yes, no one else is here though. Focus the tank. There's no reason not to shoot him. He didn't have his block up or something there, right? So yeah, I've now learned something. So far, that's one of the biggest takeaways is that, okay, there's nothing wrong with shooting at the tank on occasion. And right here, I think I'm so nervous. I'm giving this Doom too much credit. I'm giving this Doom too much credit. So I need to move up. I needed to move up here. I needed to not go that long sight line. I needed to, right here, come up around. I don't know if I want to go the deep flank. I would say here, or even here, would be more than reasonable. Now I have access to both their supports, and our team at that point can shoot them from a complete off angle. It throws them off, and we at least get some cooldowns. Whether we get a limbs or not, I don't know. But this whole running it down main, yeah, this ain't gonna work out real well. Especially because I don't even run it down. I just kind of look that direction. I'm doing nothing right now. I'm literally just trying to figure out what's going on. Why am I not shooting? Maybe that was ours. Okay, so was that... That was there. So they're down to support right now. Okay, I get nanoed. I go ahead and do that. And I got a little nervous, so I peeked the corner here, but I got her. This was good. These were good plays by me. This is actually a play of the game, by the way, right here. You just watched. I remember that. It was a great play. But despite having that play of the game, it was still not great. The play itself there was great, but my play in general so far has not been good. So I know he's over here. This is a good one. Starting to shoot at the tank a little bit. I'm reloading way too much. How much did I reload at right there? Okay, that's actually not bad. That was an old habit that I've been trying to kick, so. Why am I giving up so much space? I needed to continue to hold that Doom Fist. I've now just, look at this. I'm willing to bet money that as soon as I back up, so I'm holding the Doom Fist and the Moira in here. I get punched. I still have shield. I still have some shield, not bubble, shield. And I back way off. Right here, I need to turn back around. I need to turn back around and look at the Doom Fist here. Okay, now my back line, because I gave up that much space. This is me. This is my fault. Now, could they have outplayed the Doom Fist? This is now a 4v1 if they turn around and shoot him. But they won't. And now I'm overextended. Yep. Good. Yep, I die. Yep. My team was getting harassed by this Doom. I needed to turn around and help. I'm gonna be real with you. This is actually infuriating to watch. Okay, they get the Doom. We have a 3v3 situation. All support, 2 supports and a DPS on both sides, correct? I'm not tripping. That's our Ana. That's our Kiri. That's our Soldier. Junkrat. Moira. Illari. This is a very well-matched situation. We also... Do we have any ults? Oh, we don't have any ults. They have a couple of ults, though. But neither of their ults... Actually, their Junkrat ult is up. But not one of them moves to the point. All right, well, that's a little painful to watch. But again, I'm not going to sit here. This is just me proving to you, by the way, that they were just not good. These guys were either having a bad day or they are just fundamentally lacking in the video game. And we all have games, by the way. I get that. So let's fast forward into the next round and get to the first fight. All right, so you see me do a D.Va swap right up there at the beginning. And look at my team composition. We have an Ana, we have a Sombra, we have a Brigitte, and we have a Junkrat. So it felt like Zarya was a little out of place. So I went ahead and tried Dive. And this is where you will see a lot more D.Va from me. I'm still learning D.Va. There's some fundamentals here I think we could probably learn from. I haven't reviewed this yet. This is a raw, real, live review. We aren't looking at anything else. Okay. So right here, let's go ahead and go free cam. I feel like I'm just not making enough movement. I need to be diving the Cassidy. Now, we just started the round, but look, I'm already losing a bit of my armor. This is a problem. Like, I don't have a lot of armor already. I've already lost, what's that, 25% of my health and armor combo. So, let's keep playing this out. I need to go straight on to the Cassidy. Good. Now, I can't help but notice my Sombra hacked the Moira, and the Moira, wait a minute. Did she just hack the Moira and then the Moira faded? Hack? Interesting. Okay. Well, we got the Cassidy. I come back and peel for my team because I noticed they were getting rolled. I'm getting rolled now, too. I actually kind of like this bird's eye view. So we have a Moira behind, and then I left for... Or no, that's a Tracer. No, it is a Moira, and she's faded onto the point now. Let's get to my POV. Good. Okay, so we get the Moira. Good. Let's fast forward a little bit here. Okay, I know now that... Oh, yeah. What, did I go in with health? I got a little bit of a dink there. I go in with full health. I just lost almost all my health in one fell swoop. I think backing off there was a good call. Okay, yeah, I'm getting rolled. This was a very poor decision to boost in. Very poor. Although I will say, here we have a Brig. Are both my supports up? I'm curious. This is not me. I'm not about to blame them for my death. That was a terrible decision to boost in there. We have Ana Brig both up. Okay. Look how much distraction value that Tracer just got. Dang. And now I have no supports, which is why I died. Now, granted, it's still not a great play on my part, but okay, we're up here at the front now. See how we do. We were able to get 29%. Jeez. Standing in front of the Ana. She stopped healing me. I'm literally standing right next to the Ana. She wasn't even looking at me, and then I dove. Okay, so what I'm noticing so far is that I am not pausing to look to see when to boost on D.Va. And that is what is leading to both of my deaths here. And I know I'm getting frustrated at this point in game, which is why a lot of these fundamentals are falling apart. Not a bad boost if I'd been able to secure the kill, but unfortunately I was not. Yep, there we go. This is a good Tracer. Okay, good. That was good. I feel like overall the biggest fundamental difference I'm seeing in my D.Va was just like a really poor understanding of when to dive. Okay. So we're currently capping. We do cap point here. That's good. I need to be going on the Moira. Okay, that was good. Made some space, but... okay. Decent ult on my part. Yeah, we get the... yeah. Yep, I die here. For sure. Tried my hardest, that's for sure. Go back on Orisa just to try and make some amends here, but I'm guessing we lose this. I don't think I could even get to the touch. Yeah, I get looped off the point. All right, let's talk about this for a second. So the biggest two things I'm going to take away from this are, one, a more general tank specific thing is that I need to focus the tank when there isn't another target in front of me. Rather than just focusing on getting to the other target, do both. Multitask a bit, do some damage to the tank or whatever's in view while you're getting to the more favorable target, because either way, you're creating some additional space that way. The other thing that I've learned is more D.Va specific. I committed boosters at least twice there where I die for it. Even though, yes, did my supports play terribly? We already saw their stat line. Of course they played bad. They had a bad game. It happens to every single one of us. So, is it their fault that I died? No, it's not their fault. Were they a part of it? Sure. They were definitely a part of it. But they were not the reason I died. I committed boosters in. Because here's the thing, I went 15-5. What if both of those times I hadn't died? Now it's 15-3, and maybe those two deaths being gone gives me more uptime to be able to assist my team in keeping the point longer. Either way, that's what I've decided, and I want to encourage each and every one of you, even when you have teammates who are actively throwing the game, not that I'm saying that's what happened here, they just had a bad game for whatever the reason, find value in those games anyway. As I just showed you, it can be done.